Hi, this is Kevin Souza. Are you looking to own a home-based business, or are you already building a home-based income? I have some powerful news for you. Networkers all over the world are throwing in the towel on downline building and using a new concept called GPT to make more money than ever. If you're looking to achieve financial freedom from home, specifically through an MLM or a network marketing opportunity, you're in for a rude awakening, my friend. If you're already in that trench fighting with every breath you've got for much less money than it's worth, it's not your fault. Okay, the times have changed. What I'm about to share with you right now may anger some people, but it will help countless others. You see, the industry is changing rapidly, and the purpose of this video is to warn you, or at least make you aware of some very unsettling insights that need your attention immediately if you plan on earning more than $10,000 a month from home. Whatever you do, watch this video in its entirety. If you're either pursuing a home-based business of some kind right now, or you've pursued one in the past, then consider yourself extremely fortunate, because what I'm about to share with you in this video will save you years of blood, sweat, tears, and money. So what's going on? Well, in a nutshell, the promises of old-school MLM and lifelong residual income are all but dead for the average person. They've been cut down at the knees by an unlikely culprit whom I'll reveal to you in a minute. I know that you've seen symptoms. In fact, I guarantee they're plaguing your organization at this very moment. But what you might not understand or give proper respect to is the cause behind them. My questions to you are these. Is your organization being depleted by constant attrition, people quitting? Is your downline full of complainers who need constant hand-holding? Are you tired of working your tail off for a few hundred or a few $1,000s when you feel like you should be making 10 times more for your efforts? Are you sick of the gotcha comp plans that cut your checks in half with the get three who get three structure requirements? Well, you're not the only one. Right now, network marketing is in a struggle to find itself. In a time where people leave as fast as they join, the cost to sign a new affiliate has skyrocketed, and when newer, bigger, and better dominates the landscape, which basically means trying to build a downline in the internet age is like trying to fill a leaking bucket. You can get ahead of the curve for a while if you have the time and the money and the energy, but it's only a matter of time before it will drain dry. Yeah, it's a brave new world for network marketers, but fear not. In an industry where hype and the pre-launch have become the norm, a growing trend is quickly gaining popularity with professional networkers who are sick of the three-ring circus MLM has become. It's a concept called GPT, and it's going to play a major role in networking from this point forward. Now, GPT is not a company, it's not an opportunity, it's not a kind of a product or a system of any kind. It's an answer, a solution to tiny checks, leaking downlines, and the quick turn mentality that has taken over MLM. It'll allow you to put tens of thousands of dollars of cash into your pocket in weeks and months, not years. But the best part of GPT is that you won't even have to build a downline. MLM as you know it is dead, and the internet is what killed it. Network marketing has always been based on the idea of working for 3 to 5 years and building a lifelong residual income that you can will to your grandkids. Sounds good. And it may have even been true at one time, but not today. Not anymore. Let me show you what I mean by such a true statement. Stand with me for a moment atop a private mountain and look over the entire network, okay? And over your entire network marketing industry. It's not pretty. But in one word, here's what you'll find. Incest. A finite group of people who are traded like cattle from one company to another every 9 to 12 months. They were once called junkies, but the infection has spread to people above that description. Network marketing has become obsessed with timing, pre-launches, and the next big thing. But the cause behind that obsession is what really scares me, and I'll explain why shortly. But all you'll need to realize is that Pandora's box has been opened, and we will never be able to close it again. Okay? Why? What's causing this gruesome condition? The answer is simple. The number of new people coming into MLM each year is now drastically out of proportion with the number of new company startups. Thousands of new MLM launches every year thanks to the internet. You know, you can literally start your own company from your bedroom if you want, but there are only so many people to go around. Welcome to the world of the pre-launch, a company's only chance to catch the attention of networkers and steer them away from their current opportunity with the promise of getting in on the ground floor. Before you know it, the game has started again. This time around, a company that promises to be the biggest and the best with their new patented Wonder Vitamin 2000 that will change the world, right? Networkers inevitably flock to it by the tens of thousands trying to get in on top. And if they don't, it doesn't matter because another shiny new MLM will be launched in about 9 to 12 months. And when it does, the music stops. The people at the bottom scramble to find their seat in the chain, and they destroy their old company from the bottom up in the process. This result is like a vicious cat fight between these companies over a dwindling supply of warm bodies, complete with the same name-calling, backstabbing, and endless supply of lawsuits that are going on right now. Make no mistake about it, in network marketing, people are the commodity that's traded, and you are very valuable. Okay? The B zone is gone and took your residual income with it. Before the internet, organizations and companies were protected by an information buffer zone which shielded them from this onslaught of people, opinions, competitors, and advertisements. In this buffer zone, it's this zone that allowed relationships to be built, skills to be learned, and loyalties to be strengthened. But the internet destroyed it in the blink of an eye. It happens all the time. You're sitting pretty on top of a fairly large organization. You think you finally found that residual pot of income gold at the end of the rainbow. You're making about $20,000 a month. You quit your job 5 months ago. You bought a new house, that new sports car you've always wanted, and paid off all of your debt. Life is good, right? Then one day, the company changes their compensation plan just a little bit. One of your leaders is not happy about it, and they decide to move to another company, and with one click of the mouse, with one single email to his list of a few thousand recipients upline, downline, and sideline, he basically destroys dozens of people's businesses, cutting their checks in half or even worse, including yours. The income you're relying on to pay the mortgage, invest for retirement, and put your kids through school literally vanishes overnight. If something similar to this scenario hasn't happened to you yet, it will. It's a sobering thought when you realize that your livelihood in an MLM business is completely dependent upon strangers you've never met. You don't know their long-term plans. You don't know about their family problems. You don't know what they'll do next. Yet your check is dependent upon thousands of others just like them because you simply cannot earn a full-time living on your own personal efforts with an MLM compensation plan. It's not designed for that. This wasn't a problem in the past, but it is today. You see, the internet is a tool that allows communication at a level that's never been seen by the world before, where opinions, rumors, promotions, and advertisements can now spread across the globe faster than you can blink your eye. Okay? Massive revenues can be gained or lost in days for a company with nothing more than a well-placed negative opinion report on the search engines. Downlines can be destroyed overnight by false rumors or leaders who jump ship. Affiliates have instant access to endless supplies of tools, systems, leaders, trading, opinions, and all kinds of sales pitches which continuously plant seeds of doubt and distract them with promises of better, faster, and easier. Competing advertisements can be flaunted on the very doorstep of a company's search engine results. And there's nothing you can do about it. The very moment your new affiliate feels frustration, feels trapped, feels failure, they'll instantly open up to the endless supply of alternatives, filling their inboxes on a daily basis with the very thing that will cure their pain, and poof, they're gone. There's no long-term commitment because networkers are only as loyal as their options. And thanks to the internet, their options are now endless and one click away. If you're a leader in the industry, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And from this point forward, it's never going to stop. For better or worse, this is the new reality of network marketing. How the game is played today is amazing. The first and most critical observation to note is that the very economics of MLM are changing. The cost of registering a new affiliate in the cold market continues to spiral upward, while the actual return and lifetime value of affiliates continue to decline. We're faced with the fact that full-page ads in an industry magazine that cost $500 years ago now cost $3,000. Email marketing is dead, and the ability to advertise in a massive, targeted, and affordable way died with it. You will be forced to register new affiliates every day for the lifespan of your business just to combat the constant attrition that will plague your organization. The all-important practice of retailing has become taboo, putting 90% or more of the focus and attention of the business on registering new affiliates instead of customer acquisition, which is where the long-term stable money is found. Okay? The industry holds less and less appeal to the white-collar business professional who has a hard time seeing how they're going to build their business and how they're going to quickly peddle vitamins and fruit juice to replace a six-figure income. Okay? Systematic team training has become next to impossible as new systems pop up from different leaders within the same company every 30 days, which promise to be the answer for the struggling newbie. Instead of focusing on the development of personal skills and a single system, and I'll try this for a few weeks, lottery mentality for lead sources, websites, and magical tools that will build a business for you has taken over. It's ridiculous. So what now? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I have to be honest. There's no right or wrong answer. It really all depends on what you personally want out of your business and if you're willing to deal with the negatives that come with an MLM these days. If you'd like to build a new business every 9 to 24 months, hey, go for it. There's lots of money to be made quickly in MLM right now. It's just not going to last anywhere near as long as it used to, and you'll probably find your business receding as fast as it grew. As for me, that kind of merry-go-round has no appeal because I cut through the hype and come to a sobering conclusion. It doesn't matter what company you build in MLM. You're going to face the same challenges I just talked about in all of them. The industry itself has changed, and you're never going to find a single product or compensation plan that will fix it. No. I'm sorry to say that long-term residual income promises is all but gone, and there's the rare 1 in 1,000 exception, but as a whole, network marketing has turned into a three-ring circus of quick turn building driven by greed, hype, fear of loss, where only true, incredibly skilled professionals can reliably make any significant amount of money. I'm tired of the jumping, the attrition, the rumor control, the babysitting, having to explain why one opportunity is better than another, dealing with prospects who think that $300 to start a business is too much money. Seriously. It's just not worth my time. It's not fun, and I know for a fact that a quickly growing list of industry professionals are coming to the same conclusion, which is opening the door to the concept of GPT. If you'd like to make more money faster without the financial risks of a downline, GPT is the answer you've been waiting for. You know, it's actually been around for a few years already, but GPT is quickly becoming the solution for the challenges facing network marketers in the internet age. GPT stands for Get Paid Today, which is a concept that summarizes the growing change of focus in the MLM industry from a long-term residual income to immediate leveraged income. The premise of Get Paid Today is really simple. If networkers are going to bounce around from one program to program, if competing companies are going to advertise on your front door with a better, cheaper product and services and opportunity, and if the cost of registering a new affiliate continues to soar, then the answer is simple. Get paid a year or more worth of residuals on day one, no matter what happens. Look, in the age of the internet, affiliates come and go like the wind, so get paid today. Bigger and better opportunities launch every 6 months, taking a piece of your downline with it. So get paid today. Money is worth more in your pocket today than it is next year. So get paid today and invest that cash into real residual income streams outside the MLM circus, like real estate or the market, right? It costs more than ever to advertise and register a new affiliate, so get paid a year or more of residual income today, instead of waiting for the $5 commission to roll in over months or years. Most networkers are only employee-minded people pretending to be entrepreneurs, which means they'll rarely do what it takes to be successful. So get paid today for your time and your training, whether they build a business or not. White-collar professionals are not interested in working 3 or 4 hours a night selling vitamins for $500 to $1,000 check. So why not offer them a vehicle that they can get paid today and realistically make $10,000 a month with just 5 to 10 customers a month? Building an MLM that pays out $10,000 per month requires building a downline of thousands of people. Get paid today and make $10,000 with just 10 customers or less. Do you see how profound this concept is in today's MLM environment? How it solves all of the problems network marketers are facing? This compressed and rapid flow of income also brings the dream of working from home to reality in a realistic manner for the average person. Get Paid Today GPT models are currently found in top-tier opportunities. We call them top tier because of the caliber of people they attract and the high-level incomes they can produce compared to traditional MLM. Most, but not all, are characterized by a 2-up compensation plan, a product or service that is retailed in the $1,500 to $2,000 range and pay out upfront $1,000 or more on the sale of that product or service. One of the primary objections made by networkers against Get Paid Today top-tier programs is that there's no residual income. But is that true? Well, as this business model develops, residual income has been integrated into several compensation plans already, but there's another angle that needs to be considered regardless of that. When you make $1,000 commission, it's like you're getting paid a year's worth of residuals upfront on day one with a product purchase, whether the new affiliate goes on to build a business or not. How large of an organization would you have to build in order to make $4,000 a month in a traditional MLM? 500 people, 700, 1,500, 2,500 people? Pick a number, but then double it, because 50% of your people will cancel their product orders within 3 months. What will you do when, not if, one of your leaders walks out for another deal and takes half your team with them overnight? We all know too well that only 1 in 500 or more will ever go on to build a team of over 500 affiliates, yet we're all selling an easy way to work part-time and replace your full-time job, right? BS. You know it, I know it. How many customers would you need in a top-tier program to make $4,000 a month? Drum roll, please. 4. Did you hear that? 1 customer a week to make an extra $48,000 a year. And that doesn't even figure in the leverage of the actual compensation plan, which can multiply that number by a factor of 10, or $480,000 per year, with just 1 new customer per week. And I'll actually show you these numbers in detail in just a few minutes. That, my friends, is an honest sell. When you offer to provide someone with a vehicle to replace their income. The bottom line is that in today's MLM environment, you must make enough from your personal activity to justify your time and involvement, because you'll just continue to spend more money than you make if you don't do that, right? That leads me to another important consideration when it comes to residual income. Get paid today, because that money is worth more today. Consider this for a moment. Let's say that you work your tail off for a year and build up to an MLM business that paid you an average of $3,000 a month residually over the next 3 years. That's a total payout of $108,000 paid out over 3 years. This will never happen because you'll experience attrition and that check will shrink every month. But we'll go ahead and stick with that number anyway, just to keep things simple, right? So $3,000 a month for 3 years. Not bad. But is that really the smartest route to go? Or would it be better to work a business that paid out all $108,000 in the first 12 months without the residual? I think so. Why? Because that money is worth more today than it will be in 3 years. Now you can take that $108,000 and invest it in real long-term residual assets like real estate, mutual funds, stocks, and so forth. I would rather have $108,000 invested into real estate or a mutual fund than siphon off $3,000 a month for 3 years, especially when I know that money can disappear overnight if one of my leaders jumps ship. Right? Hey, if you want the illusion of a residual income, then take that $100,000 that you made in 12 months and put it into a money market account, and then instruct your bank to transfer $3,000 of it into your checking account every month. No disappearing downline or dipping sales volume to worry about, and at least you can make some interest on it for a few years, right? Get paid today. Why wait on $5 Mickey Mouse commissions to drip in when you have no idea how long it will last? Get a year or more of that money up front on day one, and then do some real damage with it outside MLM. Which costs more, a top-tier opportunity or traditional MLM? The second common objection to top-tier programs is the startup costs are too high. Actually, they're much less expensive than a traditional supplement-based MLM. The average startup cost and monthly auto-ship order for a traditional MLM is about $200 a month. That comes out to $2,500 a year when you factor in the taxes and the shipping. A top-tier program is usually a one-time expense, one time and you're done. By the time you hit your 3rd year in traditional MLM, you spent over $7,500 on vitamins you could have purchased for 70% less at the local store. Holy smokes. So if you've been in MLM for about 7 years now, you've spent over $17,500 on products and services. Ouch! Yet your total cost for a top tier after 7 years would have never gone past the average $1,500 cost of the product or service. But I'm not done yet. There's another benefit to top tier programs. It's not very obvious at first, but something that you'll come to appreciate if you don't already. You actually work with experienced peers and keep your business fun. You're at a point in your MLM career where you just feel burnt out working with people brand new to the industry, right? You know, the ones who claim that they want to be financially free, but as soon as you mention startup costs, they go, nope, nope, and they start making excuses, right? Has your downline turned into a massive pool of people who blame you for the fact that they bought a website and some product but aren't rich yet? Or has the fun been stripped from your work-at-home dreams because all you do is spend your time dealing with whiners, complainers, excuse makers for much less money than it's worth? Well, one perk of a top-tier opportunity is that it attracts top-tier people. You know, who you work with is completely up to you, so work with the highest caliber of people possible. Peers, professionals, doers, people who make things happen, not excuses. It makes all the difference in the world when you get to spend your time registering and working with people who are just like you. They love the industry and they don't need any convincing. They already know an investment is required and have no problem with it because they are true entrepreneurs. Top tier opportunities attract this type of person because the initial startup cost scares away the time wasting tire kickers faster than you can blink an eye. And so, wouldn't you just like to work with experienced entrepreneurs, people who don't whine, complain, constantly make excuses, or need you to hold their hand 24/7? Wouldn't you like to work with peers who speak and build with self-confidence? Wouldn't you like to work with people who don't need money or want you to save them, but people who have a track record of success and who want a better vehicle to invest their time, money, and efforts into? With top-tier opportunities, you don't have to work with thousands or tens of thousands to make incredible money. You only need to work with a handful. Top-tier opportunities pay out serious incomes, so they attract people who like to make serious money. Now, I'll assume that you're an experienced networker and you know exactly what you're doing. You know how to advertise. You have good communication and phone skills. You work diligently, okay? And every day you're a leader on your team. Now, how's that working out for you so far? $50,000 a month check showing up yet? Do you have the new Mercedes in the driveway? Are you flying first class and sleeping 5-star? Do you take a cab from the airport to the company events or a helicopter? Okay? Probably not. And it's not because you aren't capable or deserving of that kind of success. It's just that you're working a second-tier opportunity that pays out less money for the same amount of work and attract people whose goal is to earn $300 to $5,000 a month, not $30,000 to $100,000 per month. We all have the same number of hours in a day, so why not use them in a business that pays out big instead of small when it doesn't require any more time or effort? You become as successful as the people you surround yourself with, so why not work with people who truly live lives of luxury instead of people who drive around minivans with "lose weight now, ask me how" stickers on their window? Okay? I don't know about you, but my partners and I got into this industry to earn a massive and stable income, yet we're faced with the fact that traditional MLM just isn't the opportunity it used to be. So if GPT, Get Paid Today model, makes sense to you, get back with the person who gave you this video. Your discount clock on the other products and services is expiring fast. So this is Kevin Souza. You make it a wonderful day.